Torah and the Donald, conservative American political pundit Ben Shapiro accompanied President Trump to pray at the Ohel of the Lubavitcher Rebbe recently and claims that from that moment on, Trump's campaign turned around and that victory was assured. Of Judophilic Protestant German ancestry on his paternal side, Rabbi Mendel Kessin conjectures that Donald John Trump is a Gilgul of the Roman Emperor Antoninus. And Rabbi Issa Zalman Weisberg goes further, that Trump is actually a reincarnation of Esau himself, Esau. I saw Esau sitting on a seesaw, even citing the orange-red hue of the Donald's skin. See the books Esau, Edomites Today, and Edom and Germany by Yair Davidi, Jerusalem 2015. A fearless warrior and the slayer of Nimrod, the brash Esau could have become the heroic fighting arm of the Am Yisrael. Instead of tragically refusing Milah, Esau refused to be circumcised and chose instead to become a Yisroel Mumma, a renegade Israelite. They speculate that Trump may be a manifestation of the Tov Sheba Esau, the good side of Esau, this time sent to be an ally and a defender of his brother Yaakov's descendants in some kind of end-time tikkun. Donald Trump in Hebrew has the gematria of 424, which is the same as Mashiach ben David. Donald Trump is obviously not the Mashiach ben David, but some rabbis believe that he may yet have a role in the messianic process. Under Torah law, violation of any of the 7 Noahide laws by a Noahide is a capital offense, the death penalty. These laws include the prohibition against gezel and the requirement to constitute proper courts of justice. Thus, vote tampering, vote forgery, vote stealing, vote manipulation, vote rigging, hacking, stuffing the vote ballot and mailboxes, etc., is a form of theft, as in the 2020 election, let alone the frivolous legal case of only a few months ago, which could have witnessed the miscarriage of the patriotic orange-skinned Trump actually serving real jail time wearing an orange US prison jumpsuit. A great mishpat could literally have been hanging over the USA. CF, compare the collective capital punishment on the entire city of Shechem for failing to properly judge by court the episode of the rape of Dinah, the daughter of Yaakov, says Rambam, Hilchos Malachim 9. The USA comprises 50 states, and the 250 years of the American empire may be coming to an end. The USA having become too unwieldy, too diverse, too divided, too corrupt, that's corruption, and too degenerate to hold together as a unified federal presidential constitutional republic. The USA could yet break up into separate nations. Compare the overnight end of the USSR in 1991. Trump is going to try to delay or even reverse this process. Orthodox American jury voted almost to a man for Trump. However, quote, "We are in a great sakan in America. Don't think that America is always going to be. America is on the crossroads, and it's up to us to help out as much as we can. Jewish liberals are doing their best to ruin America, and the Americans are capable of building better gas chambers than the Germans. Gaskammer. Chas v'sholom, said Rabbi Avigdor Miller in 1992. When economies tank, it is usually the Jew who gets the blame. Could the 6 million Jews in the USA be suddenly forced to flee Israel, as the previous speaker alluded to, together with another 6 million American Gentiles who have Jewish fathers? For example, the actors Michael Douglas, Sean Penn, Jamie Curtis, and Stephanie Zimbalist, and American politicians like infamous Attorney General William Barr and the US Defense Secretary William Cohen, all halachically Gentiles, but who have full right of Israeli citizenship. Gadol Kibbutz Galuyot, the day of the ingathering of the exiles, will be greater than the day of the creation of heaven and earth. When the Jew comes back, it will be the biggest moment in history. Psochim 88. Claims have been made that Trump, who was a Presbyterian Christian, has quietly undergone some kind of gerus, some kind of a conversion, like his daughter Ivanka Yael Kushner, and that Trump was actually considering coming on Aliyah to Israel and running for Prime Minister or even President of the State of Israel, which he might well have won. It is to be hoped that heaven, Shemayim, is being prompted to send us at long last our final Jewish king, HaMelech HaMoshiach, whose main trait will be seichel, uncommon common sense intelligence. As it says in Yeshaya 52, Hine yaskil avdi, behold, my servant will be intelligent, seichel. He will be exalted, he will become high, and he will become exceedingly lofty. Amongst the many far-reaching plans in Trump's Plan 2025, which he intends to implement in the coming year, are: number one, restoration of presidential authority. Trump intends to reissue an executive order from 2020 which would restore the president's authority to remove federal employees, thereby allowing for the aggressive management or dismissal of federal workers. Number two, overhauling national security and intelligence. Trump's plan includes removing individuals from national security and intelligence agencies who have engaged in corrupt practices or have used these agencies against political adversaries. Three, he proposes a comprehensive reform of the FISA, Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, whose courts have to address issues where judges have ignored misleading information in warrant applications. 4, Truth and Reconciliation Commission, and he plans to establish a commission to declassify and make public all documents related to alleged deep state activities like spying, censorship, and corruption. 5, crackdown on leaks. Trump plans to pursue legal actions against individuals involved in unauthorized leaks that contribute to misleading media narratives. 6, independence of inspector generals, ensuring that inspector general offices are physically separate from the departments they oversee in order to maintain objectivity and prevent them from becoming part of the entrenched bureaucracy. 7, independent auditing system and the establishment of a system to continually monitor intelligence agencies to prevent unauthorized surveillance of citizens or disinformation campaigns. 8, the geographic redistribution of bureaucracy, to continue the initiative of relocating federal offices outside of Washington, D.C., with D.C. standing for District of Columbia, but people say it stands for District of Criminals, to relocate them to other parts of the country, reducing the concentration of bureaucracy in the capital. 9, ban on post-government employment, prohibiting federal bureaucrats from taking positions at companies they previously regulated or dealt with to prevent conflicts of interest. And finally, 10, term limits for Congress, pushing for a constitutional amendment to impose term limits on members of Congress, aiming to reduce the influence of long-term incumbents and refresh the political landscape. It is almost 61 years to the day since President John Fitzgerald Kennedy was allegedly assassinated for planning much, much less than this. May Hashem protect President Donald John Trump.